Looney Farm Guy here with an update video for the JCB 435S stage for V1V or 4 and 5. This is by Red Cat 3D and Pixxeldezign, 20.48 megabytes to download. I will check the slots later, but this video is concentrating on the changelog 1.1, which is overworked physics for better lifting with heavy load, added simple C for the doors, which do not apply to console apparently, and added tires BKT communal. So first, let's find it under vehicles and wheel loaders, and here it is, the JCB 435S. $184,000 to purchase, up to 252 horsepower, automatic transmission, 24 miles per hour, 400 liters of fuel. This, and here we have it, the engines, either the 235 or the 252. Wheels, Michelin, Trelleborg, Midas, Continental, BKT, Nokian, and Michelin. Yes, we have the double wides in Michelin, which are very cool, or the some very interesting wheel options. I kind of like it. If we go to Trelleborg, we also have those same choices. Midas, just the doubles. Continental, we have just the doubles. BKT, now it says there it is, the communal. Nice, those are actually looks very familiar to a lot of the equipment I see around my part. Communal 2, there's another tread pattern that looks very familiar. And then the wides, interesting, very nice. And then of course Nokian, and then back to Michelin. Warning signs, beacon lights, we have the beacon lights choices, a few different choices like so. Attachers, we have the standard, which it does come with an attacher, or hydraulic connections. Main color, we have the JCB yellow or the, well, black. 16 grand for the color change. That's a little bit, it's actually a little bit nasty if you ask me. Rim color, the gray or the black. 6 grand for the black on the wheel rims. That's excessive, I think, in my opinion. I don't know if I've mentioned that before or mentioned that in the original video. Ouch. Just want to say ouch. Right, okay, but that's, this is, let's look at the overworked physics for better lifting with a heavy load. I have the largest base game bucket available, full of rocks. And I have two models. I have the standard, just plain Jane base, more or less base game model, or at least the model with the tool wheels, and then we have the dual wheel options here. If we hop in, we do have a couple of, we have the fold and unfold, L1 and X unfolds. Those, let's see here, let's turn them on. Do they turn off when you put, no, they stay on if you fold them. That's funny. All right, so I have rocks in the bucket here, and it's heavy, but it seems to be handling, and it seems to be a little bit wobbly. Of course, it has a bucket full of rocks. Now, if we go forward and drive forward and turn, you don't tip over when you turn. And I will show you why. It does lean a little bit, but all right, so let's just drop the rocks for a second, and I'll show you something that's kind of interesting. So now we have just an empty the empty bucket, and we're going to get up to speed here. And we're going to turn, and we're going to see something interesting. Okay, let's drop the bucket. It was even more pronounced when the bucket was off. Now, of course, it's not doing it as much. If you'll notice, let's see if we can, Yes, there we go. See it leaning into the turn? So if I turn left, it's going to lean to the left, which is contrary to natural physics, because if you're turning right, your car is going to, or your vehicle is going to lean to the left as the shifting weight shifts to push the vehicle one to left. So that is what I think. I don't know if it did that before, but I think that is a way for the modder to compensate for the actual extra weight shift. It's just, let's go into this. So this one I have the dual wheels. Now the dual wheels obviously give it a more stability when it comes to heavy load and turning. And you can still see that it's quite heavy on the front end. This is a 4,000 liter bucket full of rocks, but I would recommend the twin wheels. It seems to handle really pretty reasonable anyways, and you're not going to be blasting around the highway or whatever. You're going to be essentially lifting, and likely not rocks either. Likely it's going to be, typically you're going to be moving around, say, silage or chaff or something like that. And if we put silage in here, just for an example, or say manure, probably some of you might be moving around manure, so we're going to throw some, that's over here. Let's fill this thing up with some manure, which isn't nearly as heavy as rocks, although can get quite heavy if it's wet. If any of you ever shoveled manure. Me, not so much, but I have on occasion done that. It's pretty wet and mucky and heavy, so it's kind of like wet mud, more or less, depending on how much straw is in it. But as you can see, it handles the weight of a bucket full of manure pretty good. So there it is. That's the update to the JCB 435S Stage 4 and 5 by Red Cat 3D and Pixxeldezign. 20.48 megabytes to download, and if we sell one of them, it is 15 slots on console. So there you go. I'm Lonely Farm Guy. Thank you for watching. And just remember, it's only a game. So till next time, bye for now.